Hi, this is Pradeep. Today I'm not going to explain any particular topic related to SAP. It's a general, my suggestions when you are preparing for any interview, SAP, particularly SAP consulting interview. So what should be your approach and what is the requirement from the employer point of view? Why I prepared this video? Because continuously I'm getting lots of calls. They are looking that we have completed the training, but there is no interview calls. Or sometimes they are saying that we got the call. They are looking. They ask like whether we are available for interview or not. Then after that, there is no further communication. So that is why I thought like something is missing here, and I tried to speak with them, and I gathered some information, and this is my observation. First of all, here I'm only considering those people who are really actually eligible for SAP consulting job, because I found that lot of new people, or you can say those are freshers, they have completed some training from different institutes, and now they are saying that we are not getting calls. You have to accept that you took this training in a wrong time, because you are not at all eligible for this SAP consulting. I will take some examples. As you know that to get a SAP consulting job, domain experience is very, very important, and not only domain experience, the relevant domain experience. I will take a couple of examples here. One participant, they call me that I have completed BCom, and now then I completed one FICO training in one particular institute, and after that I'm not getting any calls. First of all, I'm not highlighting any particular institute, whether you have completed the training from a big institute, very renowned institute, by paying like huge amount, or a small institute or with a small amount. First of all, there is no issue with the institute. Maybe your approach is different or your approach is wrong. If you have just completed BCom, you don't have any experience. Last year you have completed you BCom, then after that you prepared for some government job, and after 1 year you realize that now there is no hope for this government job, or maybe it will take time, so I should go for some professional training, and someone suggested to go for SAP training, and you completed FICO, and now you are looking for the job. My dear friend, you are not going to get the job. So that's why I'm saying that only today's blog I'm going to explain actually those are really like eligible for job. Or someone, for example, let's say from a different experience, they are that person having some experience, but that is not relevant experience. Please accept that supply is too much, demand is less, because nowadays everyone is going for SAP job, they have completed some training, so supply is more and demand is less. So obviously what they are doing the filtration. So when there are more number of candidates are there, so they are doing the filtration, they are expecting that more, like you can say, fully furnished or fully well equipped candidates we are looking, so where we can immediately hire them and we will be there and on board in the project. So that is why you can say filtration process is very high. Always people are saying that there is no job for SAP. Actually jobs are there in IT. Ups and downs are there. Sometimes you will find more number of jobs, sometimes it less number, but that doesn't mean that jobs are not there. We have regular participants are there, and they are getting the jobs. A lot of people, they are following my videos and they are getting the job. But are you the right candidate for that job? That is the first question. So if you are not the right candidate, obviously that job is not for you. So but something for you is there, or you need to prepare in a different way. So that is why you should need to check that not just everybody is doing the training, or my friend is doing the training, I should do the training, or let's say that person, then after that they are saying that we will arrange fake experience. That nothing is going to happen. So this fake experience and all, this is not going to work. Only with genuine experience it will work. Yeah, if someone is, let's say, SAP, working as a SAP user role already with SAP partner, that is convertible. That I can guarantee that that person will get the job. But you are, let's say, not working, or you are working in a different someone, let's say working from in a bank, like some different retail banking and all, so normal banking operation, and that person saying that I completed the training, now there is no call. You are from a completely different domain, so you are not for like the FICO or S4 HANA Finance is not the right module for you. Continuously I'm getting call, people are calling that we have completed training, or even people are looking here that mind training, that if they will complete the mind training that they will get the job. I can't do any miracle. There is a proper process is that you have to follow that one. If you are really eligible for job, then someone can mentor you, or someone can guide you, someone can help you on that. But if you are not really eligible for that job, or let's say there is something else for you and you are going for this IT job, then that is not going to work. So in this video I'm going to explain that what should be your approach and what is really requirement from job point of view, and whether you are equipped for this one. So for that, let's go for analysis of two job requirements. So both, like I'm highlighting the companies also, I just randomly pick now from the naukri.com one job posting from Infosys and one job posting for here from the TCS, and let's observe what the requirement they have, what actually they are looking here. Then I will tell you how you will prepare, or whether your training, as you have completed the training, whether have you covered all these things or that. Okay, so let's go into the system and let's understand what is the job requirements is there. Now here you can see one job posting and work location is Bangalore. Here I have selected 3 years as experience. As you know that if you are not going to add experience, you will not get interview calls. But that doesn't mean that I never promote fake experience, because I have seen that fake experience people, they suffered a lot. Their profile not shortlisted, or even after joining, then in background check also they have not any got clearance from the verification agency, and end of the day the frustration will be high. So that's why the fake experience and all is not going to work. And that, like 10 years 15 years back, that fake experience concept was there, but nowadays everything is digitally available, so they are doing lots of verification, and not only for the current job. Here I will also give you a good example. For example, let's say someone, you are very lucky and you have arranged one fake interview. Let's say right now you have join one company and you have joined company X, and you are not working 4 years, you have shown as fake experience, and now you luckily you got this job, somehow you got this job. Now next, after genuine experience, here you work for 2 years. Now after 2 years you join company Y. Now when company Y is going to do the verification, they will check your experience with X, that is genuine experience, and before that this is your first company. So here you got the job on the basis of your fake experience, and your previous company, that is A, it's not company, it's not genuine company. Here you arrange the fake experience and you got this job X, or in company X, but this time it was, you are lucky and you got the job. Now after 2 years you are shifting, or you have switched, and you now you are going to join this company Y. So company Y is not only going to do the verification for company X, they are also going to check with company A. Now problem is, maybe this company or the person who gave you the fake experience, now that they don't have any existence, because this type of, normally you are arranging this fake experience from different HR solutions, so they are not existing, or they are not going to support. Now unnecessary, you are going to, with a genuine 2 years experience, you are going to lose this job. And maybe they will also they will mark this one as don't apply in the list. So that's why it's very very risky if you will go for this type of process. So instead of that, go for genuine experience. Then you will say that how we will get the genuine experience, right? So genuine experience means, I'm saying that if you are working in a SAP implemented company, if you are working as a support consultant, then definitely it is very good. But let's say you are working with any SAP implemented company on different role, maybe you are there in the technical role, or maybe you are in the business analyst role, user role, that experience will be considered. Obviously for that you have to do a lots of preparation, your preparation should be high, but that genuine experience is going to work, and that is possible. But let's say you are not working and you are showing that 3 to 4 years experience to get the interview calls, or just everybody is doing and that is why you are going to do, so that one is not going to work. And never promote never I promote this fake experience concept. And practically even I never seen that someone got the job on the basis of fake experience and now they are having a good career is there. It was there like 15 years back, 10 years back it was there, but nowadays it's not working. And it is not only with SAP. You take any SAP, any IT jobs, whether it is data analyst, whether it is some any other profile, any IT, these things are not going to work. You can also cross check with some HR solutions, or any HR consultancy firms, or any, if you have your HR friends, there also you can do the cross check. These things are not going to work. Okay, now come to the topic. Now here this is one job posting is there, and the requirement is 5 years experience. So I have picked here 3 years, so it is 5 years experience. This 5 year experience you can show if you are working in a different role. That is possible. I can do that. But if you're not working in a SAP implemented company, then it is not possible. Then out of that, they are looking what that S4 HANA. 3 years on S4 HANA. Nowadays, 99% projects are on S4 HANA. ECC is very soon is going to be outdated. So all the new implementations on S4 HANA only. And if you, let's say your preparation or your training on ECC, then it will be very difficult to get the job because this is the new technology S4 HANA. In fact, I will not say this is new technology now. It is already settled product. Since last 4 years, we already completed so many projects on S4 HANA. So that's why in every project you will find that S4 HANA is the requirement. That is the first requirement we have highlighted here. That is S4 HANA. Next one that yeah, they're looking end to end. Always you will find that it is end to end. The requirement is end to end. What is the purpose here? Why they are looking here end to end? What is the meaning of end to end? End to end means you join a project from the day one till deployment. You have completed everything. It's not like one man army. You are not going to do everything. You are there as part of implementation team, but everything you have handled from the beginning. Next question, if you are not currently working on SAP project, and I said that if you are working on any other role, then how you can utilize. So here employer is looking that even if you are not, if you have not worked in the real project, but you should have everything, you should have all the knowledge from A to Z. That is what actually the preparation should be. So if you have just completed some configuration, GL, participant people are saying that I know GL, AR, AP. These things are not going to work. So nothing is GL, AR, AP. You should be very, very good, well versed in the as per the activate methodology and all the business process. I'm going to show you one blueprint, and accordingly we will do the analysis exactly if that requirement is going to match with that or not. So that is why every employer is looking at least one implementation, end-to-end implementation, two end-to-end implementation. Then I already checked with our my company HR, our company HR. I said that why you are looking that always that you are looking end-to-end process. They said that we are looking any candidate end-to-end process. They should know the end-to-end. Actually, we are not looking that they have completed in the real project, because when we are going to hire someone with less salary or let's say 2 years experience, 3 years experience, so what we are expecting, they should know each and everything, so that immediately after hiring we will do a normal onboard training, and after that we can deploy in the project. We are not going to invest anything on their training, but unfortunately when we are hiring the people, it is their statement. So when we are hiring the people, after that they are not employable, or after that we can't bill on for them to the customer. In client interview, very soon also I'm coming to the interview rounds also. So customers or our client rejecting. So that is why always we are looking here the experienced candidate, and that is why in every profile you will find that end-to-end implementation experience is required, 1 or 2 experience. So end-to-end implementation, whether you did in the real environment, but obviously you will not get a chance to on real environment, at least in sandbox you can complete everything. So whatever the questions will be asked from that, you can answer very confidently and clearly, very like in detail you can answer. That is what the expectation. So here implementation is the next line. If you'll see hands-on experience implementing at least 2 SAP projects, 2 implementation projects. Now these 2 implementation, they are looking here, although job description point of view it is 2 implementation, but if you can show confidently, like in my preparation time I have completed everything end to end, in even in the sandbox, believe me it is going to work, provided that you know each and everything. Just for the sake of completing one training is not going to work. Actually you work all these areas. So when we are saying that you have worked on the agile methodology, as per the activate methodology, you have completed all the project preparation, you have completed all your uh, everything in from the relation point of view or from the deployment point of view, you have completed all the test scripts, you have completed all your cutover activities, uh, all data uploading. So actually you did everything. It's not just for the sake of in resume you are going to show I know all these things, but from there if when interviewer is asking question, then you are not able to answer. So that is not going to work. So you know each and everything. practically, because here you can see that the hands-on experience. Do you know the meaning of hands-on experience? Hands-on experience means actually you work on these areas. Just theoretically you don't have the knowledge, you know all these things practically. Whenever they are asking the question related to cutover, you should not be surprised what is cutover activities. You know what are the things are there cutover, how the reconciliation balance is uploaded, you know all these things, right? So that is the meaning of your the hands-on experience and two life cycles. Now coming to the, this is in this job requirement. Now let me show you another job posting. There also exactly you will find the similar things will be there. Okay, so this is from Infosys, and here also if you'll see the requirements, again same concept. The requirement is you should have minimum 2 years experience. That is again implementation knowledge is required. Integrations with other modules, which is also required very soon. I am going to explain that also. Candidate should have knowledge of all the integrations. When we are saying that, we know that FIMM, FISD integration is very important area, and that is as a FI consultant should work. But the moment the interviewer is asking questions, have you run the complete cycle? And in that cycle, like have you configured everything? For example, let's say question is that what is account modification, right? We know that like you will say that configuration is related to OBYC. OBYC is not enough. FIMM integration. In detail, the question they are going to ask. They want to show what is the use of movement type. I hope you would check that one. Really, have you worked? Because when you are saying that I was there in the implementation or I know end-to-end implementation, so that means you have closed work with your MM consultants or your MM team, but actually you never work in the MLM team, so it is your responsibility. You should run the cycle completely. So you really you work in the you have run a goods receipt, and with reference to that goods receipt you have checked all the accounting documents, whether accounting documents are there, if any price difference is there, how you have handled this all these things. So everything practically you should confidently you should answer. That is the meaning of end to end hands experience on multiple projects. So it is your, depends on your expertise, one two whatever you are going to show, but that should be real. It's not just for resume purpose you have shown that one, right? Next this, so that means it is clear that in every implementation they are looking here that end to end implementation should be there. So for that purpose I'm going to show you a sample blueprint which I have here. And in this blueprint it is a dummy company code and it's a dummy entity. And in this blueprint, like some formalities will be there, some informations will be there related to companies and all the stakeholders, everything. Then the organization structure related, this is a format like I have created. So the organization structure, this organization structure, like as you know that in top you have operating concern. So why you have operating concern? For COPA. So that means when you are saying that I have completed one configuration, you should have the knowledge of profitability analysis. Why this knowledge is required? Because there is a requirement related to that. The candidates should know that profitability analysis. Check this one. In every job interview you will find, or in every job description they will, because when in screening round they are going to check. I hope you know the different rounds. So first round will be your technical screening round, second round will be technical round, third round will be HR round, or somewhere maybe there will be a client round also. So in the screening round they are going to check actually what is they have requirement, they have need. Are we going to fill, are you going to fill those areas or not? Otherwise unnecessary they will not schedule the interview for the technical round. And that's why in the beginning I said that some people they are saying that we got the first call, then after that nothing happened. That means you are rejected, or you have rejected in the screening round itself. So it is highly required you should perform very well in the screening round. Approach will be different. So when you are working on screening round and technical round, both approach will be different, because in both screening round and technical round the person who is going to take the interview they are from the different background. So your approach should not be same both for screening round and technical round, because in screening round you are going to get less time, whereas in technical round you are going to get more time. So that is why approach should be different. So that's why just you have completed some configurations and you think like you are ready to crack the interview, it is not going to work. So interview is also very, like you can say, a properly, it's a mathematical or a scientific way you need to prepare, then only it is going to work, right? So that is what is requirement COPA. Now coming to the next one, Back to your blueprint. So in the blueprint, next one is there, that is controlling area, and I'm sure you must have idea about controlling area. So you will say that controlling area we are creating so that we will go for overhead management and product costing, and that is our second requirement, product costing. When you are saying that product costing, some people they are saying that costing means it is plant costing. Plant costing is not the product costing. Plant costing is one component of product costing. So when you have calculated the cost of product, so first will be plant cost. Stop. Right, you stopped your preparation. That product costing, I know the product costing. The moment you are going to show that in resume, I have the knowledge of question, I have knowledge about product costing, and interviewer is asking the questions related WAP calculation. That time you are blank. If you are showing that I know the product costing, then the complete process should be there. Whether it is discrete manufacturing, whether it is WAP calculation, whether it is variance calculations, each and everything will come under product costing. So product costing itself vast area. Maximum people I observe they're saying that we know controlling as cost center accounting, we know the order, we know the profit center. I don't know who said that this is controlling. This is not controlling, boss. This is not controlling. Cost center and order, these are just part of your overheads, which are components of your cost calculation. So cost center is just a cost object. This is one of your cost object which will be used in the cost of production calculation. That's it. It is not cost of production. It is not controlling. It is not controlling. When we are saying controlling, controlling is so vast. So many things are there. And cost center accounting is one component. Similarly, if you are working on order management, then this tool is used, order management in order. So this is not entire controlling. So product costing is also not entire controlling. It is one of your segment that is part of controlling. So when you are saying that I have knowledge on controlling, I work on this area, or I have, because you are saying that end to end includes controlling. So that means you are saying that I have the complete knowledge of product costing. So that includes your plant cost, that includes your cost object controlling. And it's not like just you will say that, then detailed question will be there. And when, make sure that when you will prepare, when interviewer is asking one question, make sure that that screen should be open in front of you. You should visualize the screen. That level confidence or that level preparation is required. If interview is asking what is when the production order will be confirmed, what is the impact in CO, what is the reconciliation impact in the finance, immediately in 1 second you should visualize, okay, this is the things we are going to have. And that time if you are just thinking, you're taking time, pause, then obviously they will get to know that you don't have the real experience. Whereas you are showing that I have 4 years experience. So 100% it is proved that you don't have. Because if I know something and I really work in the system, then I can answer it. So that level preparation, even if you are showing fake experience and you are very lucky, you can manage it. Still, the hands-on experience is required. Just for some papers you are going to show, it is not going to work. Maybe you are finding my words are very straightforward, but this is my observation, which I'm getting lots of feedback from different participants. They are saying that we have completed everything, we have completed training, but why there is no call? Why I'm not getting anything? So I'm preparing since last 1 year. Do you think that 1 year preparation is required? Is it something like a graduation, post graduation course? Sincerely, if you are going to prepare for 3 months, it is more than enough. But again, the preparation should be in the right direction. Okay, coming to the topic. Next question, from I was talking about end to end, and here you can see the next word is scratch to deployment. So what is the meaning of scratch to deployment? Scratch to deployment means you are there, or you know anything. You are there in actually in the implementation, or you know from the beginning, for extracting the data from business. Because when you are going to interact with CFO is not going to say this is how you will do. They don't know anything about SAP. Even they never seen that screen. Maybe if it is a new implementation, they will say their business process. They will say this is our business process. This is what we want, and currently in our existing application we are facing the challenge. So you are the person who is going to interrupt interpret that particular business process, and you are going to replicate those things in the SAP system, and you are going to give the result. So that is why it is given as scratch to deployment and should have experience of one implementation. You will find that good companies like brand companies, like CMM5 companies, Infosys, or like TCS, or any good companies, they will find that you will find that when they are going to hire junior consultant level or less experience, they will expect here one implementation. And this one implementation also, uh, you take my words, they are going to adjust. If you'll say that I know end to end implementation, but I never work in the system, I never in the implementation, but I know everything and I configure it in the sandbox. If you can prove confidently that you know everything, even if you are going to honestly tell that I configured in sandbox but I know everything, they will hire you. Guarantee they will hire you. But if you are showing that I know I have completed two implementations, but and fundamental questions you are not going to answer, then it is not going to work. So I hope you are getting my points, what I'm trying to say here. So when you are showing something, then you should be very confident. In jobs are there, maybe sometimes it is down, sometimes up, but jobs are there, provided that your preparation should be that level. And salary, even I have seen participants getting 100% hike maximum, like they are getting 100% hike in their on current salaries. Candidates are getting jobs in big four, even CAs, no, other than CAs are also getting jobs in big four, but provided that your preparation should be that level. Okay, back to the topic. So yes, I was there in the blueprint. So the organization structure should be very clear. That means each and everything. You can't say that as I'm learning FI, so I will only configure these three parts. So I will configure operating concern, controlling area, company code. Then after that, the logistic organization structure, who is going to configure? Because you are saying that I know end-to-end implementation, so that should be also configured by you, at least in the training point of view. In the when you are practicing in the training environment, each and everything should be configured. Because if you are going to skip here, let's say logistic, then lot of business function is not going to work. Your product costing is not going to work without logistic. Without PP, your broadcasting is not going to work. So end to end should be there in the implementation point of view. Okay, now let's confirm the same thing. I'm going to show you one business process in the system to support these requirements. Now let's see the same thing in the system, whether the end-to-end configuration or the organization structure is required or not. Now you can see here one organization structure is there, starting from operating concern till all the logistics. So this is one example which I'm doing in my live training, okay, on the project training. And here you can see everything is there. So demonstration point of it was used, but when the participant are also practicing, exactly also they have to configure the same thing. So your approach also should be same, because if you are not going to add something, then obviously the end product is not going to work. So that is the end-to-end organization structure should be configured by you in the system, and each and everything should be configured by you. If you are trying to copy from standard company code, maybe you can do that, but at least one time end to end you have to configure. Because if you are going to copy, then obviously a lot of configuration you are going to copy from the standard system. So there is no harm in copy. You may copy it, but right now when you are learning, so each and everything you should practically do it in your hand, so that you will feel the confident. Obviously, when you will join the project, there are other consultants will be there. They are going to look after the logistic part. Someone is going to look after PP part. But training point of view or your preparation point of view, everything should be configured from your end. Obviously, a lot of things are not your responsibility. You may say that, but do that, you will get the result. Once the organization structure is clear, then we are going to identify. And second thing, whenever you are going to do any configuration, always your configuration should be supported by a blueprint. So if you are learning right now, make sure that your configuration you are supported, or your configuration should be supported with the business blueprint. Because that, without having a business requirement, there is no logic of doing the configuration. So how you are doing the configuration when you don't know what is the requirement? So tomorrow when you will join the project, the client is going to put their requirement, and accordingly you are going to do the system configuration, right? And with a strong logic behind every configuration. So that means in this particular project, the business is looking that we have a requirement of, these are our requirements, just we have highlighted. So this is business process architecture. So that means this includes all the solutions. I think you can identify these areas, their requirements. Okay, so I have listed some areas which like you should configure. So this includes everything. If you check this all these activities end to end, it is there. Once it is done, then after that we are going to have a detailed information, and these are the really the data, because sometimes interviewer also going to ask questions from the blueprint. Let's say you never seen any blueprint, then obviously you are going to face the problem. So who are the stakeholders, what are the reports will be prepared, to whom this report, which report is required for whom, so each and everything should be there in the blueprint. Okay, so here some informations are there. Now coming to business process point of view, so it is 2020 that time I prepared this one. So business process point of view, here a company code, again dummy company code, and these are areas like your configuration should be there. So that means you should have a configuration related to company code should be there. Chart of account, I'm sure you must have like idea on these area. Chart of account configuration, the business area configuration, so these are the account groups will be there. I'm talking about OBT4 configurations, right? So how many retained earnings you are going to use, then about your fiscal year variant, then about your posting periods. Now, nowhere you will find that any configuration steps are there. Because if I am the process owner, for me configuration steps are not required. I don't know even what is this your SAP configurations. That you have to handle. But when you are going to prepare any document, particularly blueprint, this type of informations client will, because when you will get the information during your project preparation phase, in initial phase, you will ask like which financial year you are going to follow. If it is India, let's say they are going to follow April to March, so that should be there, and each and everything should be there in this document, because this is the client document or this is the business document. On from this document you are saying that we will configure the fiscal year variant in OB29. What is the base for that? On why you are going to configure a fiscal year variant that is V3, which is April to March, or why not it is K4? Why not it is Jan to December? So there should be some logic behind it, right? So that should be configured. Then posting period variant, what is the need of the posting period variant, right? So this type of documents which you are going to prepare in the project, and this is what it is required. You should not be completely silent in interview that if questions are coming from the blueprint, right? So these are the configurations you are doing. Configuration related to number range, configuration related to your field status. So exactly the same things what you are doing, these configurations, it is there. Now let's go to some critical areas. This is exchange rates, right? Then coming to, so currencies whatever you are using, the GL settings, then accounts payable. Now when you are saying that accounts payable, as it is finance blueprint, so that's why here you will find accounts payable. But what is accounts payable? Accounts payable is nothing but the part of P2P process. So that means the moment you will say that I have the knowledge of accounts payable, that means you are saying that I know the complete process related to P2P procurement, entire process I know. I know starting from purchase order or starting from your quotation till the payment. I know everything. Of course, initial areas or initial logistic areas, not your responsibility, but you will say that when you are saying that I know everything, that means you are very confident all the integration areas. So all the accounting documents you have practically seen it, you have configured it, right? For example, if I'm going to show you some, let's take one vendor invoice, and we will understand that one, like how everything is interlinked with each other. Again, I'm showing the end result in backend. All the configuration should be there. So what is the configuration is required here? So configuration related to FI, configuration related to MM or the logistic, and its integration. So FI MM integration, so that we can run the complete P2P cycle. So P2P cycle, at least your practice point of view, you should create couple of purchase orders, then you should have processed GR, then you should have invoice, then payment. So when you are going to do the payment, then of course APP should be included in your payment. So this is end of your P2P process. Let's check that, because you are saying that in blueprint accounts payable I know, and we have configured the accounts payable. So again in S4 business partner will be there, so that configuration also should be there. So let's take one. So if I'm the finance user, I'm just going to run a report related to vendor invoice, and let's take one sample company code Z006, and I want to see the open item. And another important thing here is, whenever you are going to do configuration, it should be supported by any business blueprint, which I was showing to you. Similarly, when you are doing something testing, that should be supported by a test script. Okay, so for every testing, make sure that you will prepare test scripts. Maybe by your preparation, you will prepare 50 odd test scripts, but at least one time you need to prepare the test scripts. So if I will show one test script which was open here, this is one test script, but it is not related to payable. It was open for internal order. So this is actually documents we are preparing in the project. So every test as per the test scripts will be there. So test script content will be there. So we have a proper order will be there. Okay, so who is going to, who will be the tester? What are the activities, the test scenarios? Then only testing will be done. So it's not like just you did something and it is captured. So it should be documented also, and as per the test script the result should be there whether the test is fail or pass. So once you will prepare the test script you will feel confident. So if, and test script is not prepared for one activity, like this is one internal order, although this is not related to our current topic, but you can say it is not related to one activity, it is the entire order management point of view. One test cycle is prepared, and after that the tester is going to do the testing. And if you are showing that I was there in the involved in the testing part also, so that means you know all the test scripts, you have prepared the test script, you know what are the test scenarios are there, and accordingly you have configured. So this is one sample test script which is prepared by any user. I don't know who prepared this one. One of my participants in the batch they have prepared, so I just picked this one and I have shown to you. So every testing should be supported with a test script, right? I was showing you that invoice. Let's take this one, suppose. Maybe it will work. So let's take the. Okay, so these are the couple of activities we have performed just to ensure that our FIMM is working. So that means you can see here one purchase order there. So it is again logistic activity. So purchase order, practically you have created this one. So with this purchase order, you have added some information. Then next one, you process the invoice, sorry, GR, goods receipt. That also practically you have configured, I mean, you test it. With reference to this GR, you have checked the accounting document. Now this accounting document user will get. So that is the beauty of ERP. So how we will get this integrated document? So that means you have to configure the FIMM integration. So if your FIMM configuration is there, and then this testing is going to work. So with reference to GR, we got this accounting document. Then we have processed the invoice. So this is your vendor invoice, which is posted again in the logistics system. And with this invoice, we got this accounting document. Now this accounting document is there. So practically each and everything you need to test it. So as per the business requirement, you have to configure it. We will prepare the test script, and then after that you are going to test it. Then you will say that I know the P2P because you have run the cycle completely. Okay, so are you getting my point? So once you will do it everything with your like you will configure everything, you will test it, so that you will feel the confident, and that is part of your end-to-end cycle. Now let's proceed back to your blueprint. So I'm just randomly highlighting few points. So I thought like I will show you so that it will give you the idea like how you should prepare. So everything related to our vendor accounts payable, which is part of your. So bank also should be included because without bank, the payment is not possible. Exactly same accounts receivable, that should be also included. Now we are using Fiori nowadays through S4 HANA. So let's log into Fiori and this account receivable. Just now one I have shown from on premises. This one let me show you from the Fiori. Let's go to that. So we will check accounts receivable entire process from Fiori. If you have a hybrid system, then this one you can work. And I will suggest you should have the hybrid system for the practice point of view, so that because you will get good number of questions from Fiori as well. So this is my Fiori dashboard, and we will check one particular application, and I'm looking here accounts receivable part. So I will take here the application. I'm trying to search here manage billing document. So this is, I log into my Fiori, and here I have used the particular application which is manage billing document, and here I will search. I don't remember the billing document, so I will search with a customer or my sold to party. Again, all the data it's from SD. So make sure that you should have the SD settings, and it should be also integrated with your FI. Now I am going to search here some documents. Let's take this one. Correct. So this is my process flow, and here what I did here. So in SD system, I have created the sales order. So it is part, we are justifying our knowledge for accounts receivable, but accounts receivable is part of your O2C cycle. So to confirm it that we have the end-to-end knowledge related to order to cash cycle, so that practically you have to add in the system. So I have created one sales order with reference to sales order. So next activity is related to our outbound delivery, that is our shipping. The next one is your invoice. Next one is your accounting document. So this accounting document generated with reference to this one. So this is the result of your integration. If you'll say that I have the knowledge of FISD integration, the confidence what you will get, and if you do it practically in the system, the it will be different. So practically you have to work in the system so that you will get that particular clarity. Now other things you may explore, like I want to see the particular document, this accounting document I want to see, okay, with reference to that particular customer invoice. So you can check it in Fiori, and as it is hybrid system, let's log into on premises, and we will check that from on premises. Now I want to check this accounting document 14,000, which is generated with reference to my billing document, that is 9 some zeros and double one. Okay, how I will confirm that it is there or not. So this is there in the Fury, and same I want to verify in my on-premises system. So I will check one accounting document, which you know that it is a B03 and document number is 14,000. Sorry, it's in different company code. G006, and this is my accounting document. Okay, so here customer debited, revenue credited, tax, sales deduction, all this. But who posted this document? No one. It is automatically system generated this document. And if I will get my source document, if I will check my original document, so original document is what? That billing document. So with reference to this billing document, I got this accounting document that I verified in Fury, that I verified in my. And of course, if I will check in my AC docket table, that also we will get it. So that is universal journal. Okay, so I'm just trying to give you the idea like how you should prepare. So only just you will do only FB70 entries. And when I have seen, when I ask someone like, do you know the how to post a customer invoice? Yes, I know that is through FB70. So FB70 is not the proper one. FB70, that means when you are debiting customer and you are crediting revenue. That should be not the right answer. The right answer is sales order, outbound delivery, because process you are going to follow. So outbound delivery, then sales invoice, then we will have the billing document, and with reference to billing document, accounting document will be there, because business is going to follow the entire business process. I'm just highlighting the idea. So everything from the blueprint should be configured. Now let's pick some items from controlling, or anything important I will pick here. Okay, so this is the process flow, the flow charts that also you should learn if any question will be there from. I'm not sure whether they will ask this question related to flow chart, but you should be prepared for everything. Okay, this is also again very important area. Procurement of asset. Again, some business business process explanation related to procurement of asset. So procurement of asset, how we are going to do the procurement. So here it's business is saying that we are going to procure the asset in different way. So we are going to procure the asset through finance. I'm sure you must have configured this one. I'm talking about F-90. They are saying that we are also going to procure the asset through logistic. That means purchase order, then some invoice. That time we are checking one document. Once again, I will show you that. Then through the next one, you can see asset under construction. So they are also going to follow the asset under construction. So this is the different way they are going to have the asset procurement through finance, through logistic, through asset under construction. Now it's your responsibility. You need to configure in everything in the system to confirm that this business process knowledge you have. Let's check. So one, let's go to asset documents, and randomly I will take some asset documents and we will check like which document is supporting which business process. Now here a couple of documents are there related to asset. I'm just randomly going to pick document. Let me take the first document, and here if we'll check the document, okay, here you can check the relationship browser. So this is one accounting document. This is asset acquisition through the finance. That means through FDAS 90. So this the asset document posted, and that also you can verify if you'll go to the asset accounting view, that you can get it here. So this one is my operation document, this one is my operation document, and this is my asset document. So if you know the asset accounting, then this is your ledger and subledger reconciliation, auto reconciliation. So this is one as per one accounting principle. Again, this should be there in your business process also as per blueprint we configured. So this is one as per one accounting principle, and if you have configured other accounting principle, then the other accounting principle like here also it should be there. So this is asset acquisition through finance. Second point was there asset acquisition through logistic. Let's check that too. I'm not sure this document. Let me try this one. Right. So this is one document, asset acquisition through logistic. How can we will confirm? Again, the complete history we will check, relationship browser. So asset acquired, but through the logistic. So we have the purchase order with reference to purchase order. Then next we have processed GR. Then again GR with reference to GR we have the invoice. So as it is assets, so subledger documents are there or subledgers are updated. Then we have the invoice, and with reference to invoice we got the asset document. This is again another way of acquiring the asset. Both are your external acquisition. Third category they have, that is your asset under construction. So asset construction point of view also again AUC process should be there, AUC settlement should be there. Then you are going to have this particular acquisition entry. I think these are not the AUC document. Let me check. This is a contra posting. Although I did it, but it was not there in the business process. So let's see. This one is. I want to show you that AUC document. AUC settlement, and this is your right. So this is one document which is here asset acquisition through AUC. Okay, this is one asset value as per one accounting principle, and if we'll check other accounting principle, a different value. So this is AUC process. That means as per the business need, each and everything we have configured in the system. Then you can say I have completed all my configuration, whatever it is there in the asset accounting point of view. If something is there, there is no limitation. You can add as many as business process. For your practice point of view, the more you will add the business process and you will configure, it is going to give you more confident. So retirement of asset also will be there, impairment of asset will be there. Now coming to controlling side, which is very very important, and until unless you don't have a good command on the controlling, it is very difficult for you to get the interview calls, because all these things they are going to shortlist or they are going to verify in the screening interview itself, or in the screening round. If your CV is shortlisted in the screening round, on the basis of your screening round only, you are going to have a technical round, and screening round they are going to verify each and everything. So that is why don't take very lightly the screening round, that I will perform in technical round. If you are rejected in the screening round, then technical round will never come. So in controlling point of view, like the entire business process I have highlighted here. So basically in controlling we have three areas. In controlling we have product costing. Again, product costing include plant costing, your actual cost of your simultaneous costing, your target costing, then you have actual costing, then you have WIP or variance. So everything will be part of your product costing. So if I will take here one, so let's take one cost object, and this cost object I will take as, so everything I'm showing in the same company code as per the business blueprint. Okay, let's say this one. Now what is there here? So here end result will be WIP because 5 items we are manufacturing and 4 items we have completed here. Now if we'll go to in detail, who is doing this one? Obviously you are doing, but in business point of view, PP user is going to do perform all this. And related to this, all the information should be there in the respective systems. Okay, so with reference to the production order, okay. So with reference to the production order here, this is our planned cost. This is our actual cost, but this actual cost again after revaluation. So revaluation also completed, revaluation done, overhead done, because systematically you have to follow this one. Then you can see the end result is there, which is our WIP value. So this is the end result of this particular production order. So this period we have, this is FG and we have the WIP. So this is your FG, and this 14,000 and all 14,61125 is our WIP. So if I will check in the finance, then this balance should be there. It is my PP, and end result I will get in balance, because in balance sheet you are going to have both FG and you have your WIP. Let's check the GL report and we will confirm whether it is there or not, because in every step you will find the use of integration will be there. So first let me check. Now I want to see the balance related to FG, and that too that with reference to that production order. So with reference to that production order, I want to see the FG stock balance, and FG stock balance is 12,783.84. Is it there? It's there. So how we will confirm? So it is there in our FI, but how we will confirm? If we will check the source document again. So in here, multiple integrations are there: FI, CO integration, PP integration, MM integration. Because when you are going to work on product costing, every business process is interlinked with each other. As I said, FI MM, FI CO, CO MM, CO PP, everything. So if I will check here the relationship browser, then you can see the entire process here. So multiple things are connected with each other. So in detail, it is not possible to explain, because again this one independently one area, but you can see as we completed all these couple of activities and everything you did practically, so then you can see that end result is my WIP, and I can see same is updated in my FI. It is my GL balance, it will be there in FG stock. Similarly, there is also WIP balance is there, work in process. So if WIP balance is there, that should be there reported in the finance too. Check that. So we will check the WIP balance. So with reference to production order 10041, 10041, and 14,611. Right, so each and everything should be connected. So business process, very you should be very clear related to business process, and accordingly you can configure. And that is the real meaning of integration, that is the real meaning of your end to end. So you know everything, like you can see whenever I'm explaining any particular business process, so many things are connected with each other. Although right now I'm not explaining in detail, but when you will configure, you will find that everything is connected with each other. So in project, different consultants are going to work, but your preparation point of view, you have to do everything on some sample data and prepare your document, then configure it, do the testing by your own by preparing the test script. Then you will feel the confidence, and when you will get the interview calls, and if you will able to answer it in a perfect way, or you will confidently will answer, I'm sure you are going to get good result. So I hope you got some idea like how these business processes are connected with each other, and what is the right approach, how you should prepare. So this is my the why I prepared this video, because I thought like you are in a wrong track. Your preparation is not in the right direction. Although you have completed the training, but you did this configuration training like you scattered way. You did these configurations. There is no perfect connection between each business process. And second thing, when practical questions you are expecting, like how many test scripts you prepared, have you done any gap analysis, right? So gap analysis is also another very important area. So that time like you are not able to connect with your preparation with the requirement. So that is why first identify what is the employer is asking, and I have highlighted a couple of areas like end-to-end process and all. Then configure everything, and everything configure your own, and accordingly prepare your test script and do the testing as per the test script. Definitely you are going to get to the result. So I think this video is too much lengthy now. Instead of continuing further, let me stop it here. If you want to see any other business process, or you want like more on this, let me know. I will prepare one videos. And very soon I'm going to release a new series for the new people. Those are freshers and they should start the career in not in SAP as a consulting, but on business analyst. So I'm going to prepare the videos on for them, so that they will not like distracted, like they are actually preparing for consulting, whereas consulting job is not for them. So if you have any friends and all, please guide them. They should not go for consulting, because consulting job is not for them, and unnecessarily they are wasting time. They are arranging fake experience, they're facing the rejection. So it is not good for them, and it is not good for the like from the ecosystem point of view. Thank you very much.